Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Vinicius Matthias speaking. Today I'm bringing you another video for the VMGAMEDROID channel. Well guys, in this video I'm bringing you the new update, version 4.3 if I'm not mistaken, of Gamehub and Gamefusion, alright? Our PC emulator from GameC has been updated guys. And in this update guys, it brought support for PC games on Mali GPUs, alright guys? So, it's really cool. Go ahead and leave your like right now, it's really important. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Guys, my voice is a bit hoarse, alright? I'm a bit sick, but I apologize and I'm making this video here for you from Gamefusion, alright guys? Apologies for my voice. I've already installed Grand Theft Auto 5 on the A35, which has the Exynos processor, as you may know. I always run tests here on the channel. I also installed Grand Theft Auto 5, alright guys? This version of Grand Theft Auto 5 is 70 gigs. I'll leave it for you in the pinned comment, and we're basically going to test it to see how Grand Theft Auto 5 runs on this phone. Alright guys? It has 6 gigs of RAM and an Exynos processor and a Mali GPU. So it's a 1500 Rise phone, we can't expect too much here. Good performance in these heavy PC games, right? But I'll show you guys here exclusively how Grand Theft Auto 5 is running, okay? Alright guys, Gamepad connected. Now let's start here using our Gamepad. This gamepad is also a GameCube gamepad, the X2. Let's see how our Grand Theft Auto 5 will perform here on the A35 Samsung Galaxy A35, 6 gigs of RAM. Is our device going to struggle here, guys? Alright, the sound has already started, the audio is already coming out, and the frames per second is already going to drop drastically. Check it out, the frames per second has already dropped to 12, okay? But before, there was no image. Most games with DirectX 11 didn't display an image on this device, right? The games couldn't even open. And now, that's already progress. At least, Grand Theft Auto 5 is showing an image here, right guys? These games with DirectX 11 are already showing an image here on our device with the Mali GPU, okay? For those with a Mali GPU phone, it's definitely worth trying out. Of course, my phone is a bit lower here, the processor, right? The GPU, if you have a more recent MediaTek processor, a phone with a newer Mali GPU, you'll definitely be able to run it just fine. It'll be playable, okay? I have a friend, guys, who has a Poco X6 Pro, and he got pretty decent performance here on Grand Theft Auto 5, okay? He got 30 frames per second. He captured great gameplay footage, especially in this part of Grand Theft Auto 5, that typically pushes the frames per second to its limits. In the open world, the frames per second will likely drop to around 4 or 5. In the first mission of the bank heist, it's hitting about 9 to 10 frames per second. It's pretty heavy, as you can see. Look at how the camera moves here. But just the fact that Grand Theft Auto 5 opens, man, I already think that's a huge step forward, right? For sure. So Grand Theft Auto 5 opened here on the A35. Let's see how we can handle things moving forward, right? Let's go ahead and set off the bomb. When the particles show up here, especially from the explosion, there's a bit of a delay, okay? The frames per second drops drastically, but that's Grand Theft Auto 5 for you. The phone now costs around 1,200 to 1,400 Ries. This is the A35 model, okay guys? And let's move forward here. Look, 10 frames per second, showing those traditional graphic glitches, right man? Let's move forward here, look. It's going to be hard to pull off this stunt here, okay? There's not much to configure, especially on a weaker device like this, right? Dropping to 7 frames per second here, as you can see. But let's keep going. Let's move forward. Look. Let's see here. There's going to be a little cutscene. Grand Theft Auto 5, man. Both Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 4 are basically running at the same frames per second, right? Grand Theft Auto 5 is a heavier game, and Grand Theft Auto 4 also has the physics aspect. That ends up putting a bit of strain on our device. On the Red Magic here, which is my main phone, the one I'm using to record here. Yeah, the video, it will run Grand Theft Auto 5 smoothly because it's a phone that has 16 gigs of RAM, right? A phone with a good processor, right? Pro-Dragon 8 Gen 3, so it's going to run it. Grand Theft Auto 5 runs without issues. The player shot the bald security guard. However, the game is unplayable. There's a saying, if it opens, it runs, but in this case, it doesn't apply. Here, with Grand Theft Auto 5. No, but in this case, here with Grand Theft Auto 5 on the 35, it's really tough. This is just for testing. The game is 70 gigabytes, a lighter version I put on my device. I'll leave this version for you in the pinned comment. The original game is over 100 gigabytes. This reduced version has some things taken out to make it lighter. Just imagine this on the A35. It's hard to run. Running there at 7 frames per second really tough here. Now there's gonna be an explosion. We're gonna take cover. But look here, all of this is running natively on the phone, okay guys? So this is a big step forward for Mali GPU phones, right man? Many people are using the Poco X6 Pro with its MediaTek processor and Mali GPU. It's time to test it out. Grand Theft Auto 5 and other games are now running on the Mali GPU, whether on Unisoc, MediaTek or Exynos processors. It's really cool, right? I can't really spend too much time here on Grand Theft Auto 5 on the A35 because it's honestly pretty tough, right man? It's really hard to handle this gameplay here. And guys, check it out. I'm here on Tomb Raider 2013. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, guys. Let's see if I can get some good performance here. I haven't tested this game yet. It's my first time here with you on video, okay? I also put this game on the external hard drive. Let's see if it will open. I'm using the recommended settings from the app itself, alright? I didn't change anything. It's a lightweight optimized game. Let's see how it performs on the A35. It's a great game too, alright guys? If I'm not mistaken, it's about 20 gigabytes. It's a pretty sizable game, right? At least it drops to around 30 frames per second during the cutscene, which is better than Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5. Can we skip the cutscene? Now is the moment of truth, okay? It automatically dropped to 8 frames per second right there. Standard, just like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 4. I thought it wouldn't. I didn't expect such a big drop. I thought it'd be more playable with all graphics set to minimum. This one is crashing even more. It's loading little by little here. Guys, look at how this is running. This part here isn't that bad. Will it get worse? This part here, we're kind of upside down. First mission of the game, okay? Check it out, guys. 35 frames per second in the gameplay. That's pretty good. I was expecting the worst, you know? The graphics settings are at minimum, resulting in 39 frames per second. As mentioned, it's a lighter game from 2013. This game achieves higher frames per second compared to others. In this section, swinging is required. This one's already a bit better to test, right? It's better for us to do the tests here, man. Just watch. We have to go to the side here now, right? Check this out. This one we go to the side. Set the rope on fire here so it falls. If I'm not mistaken. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Oh no, that wasn't it. Check this out. We managed to fall, but we got this gift here. Look, man, guys, this is surprising me. It's better than I expected, huh? Here, it's square. Take it. Press the square here, which is the X. Like on the Xbox. Check it out. The game has started, guys. Let's move forward here. Look. The girl is kind of dying, but let's keep going. Man, it's hitting 20 frames per second, huh, guys? Man, Thumb Raider is quality, huh, bro? Thumb Raider is good, huh, for testing. Check it out. Let's move forward. She's dying. It's like a cult here. I've never played this game except on my phone, man. That's awesome. There are some PC games we can run at pretty good quality. I'm happy about that, everyone. Look, but sometimes it crashes because our RAM just can't handle it, man. There's not enough RAM for what's ideal, right? For what you really need. There's also the issue of being on... Let me grab the torch here. There's also the issue of it being on the hard drive. I think that really makes a difference, right? The game isn't on our phone's memory, right? So that's also going to affect the gameplay speed a bit, man. Let's keep going, just to show you guys a bit of the performance on the 35 of Thumb Raider, man. 6 GB RAM Exynos processor here. sometimes it runs well. I think if it's in the phone's memory, if the game is in the phone's memory, it runs with much better quality. I'll send this game to my phone later. I think it's gonna be really cool. This game really surprised me. It's an awesome and cool little game that's worth trying out. Check it out. Really awesome, man. Really awesome. Totally worth it, Tomb Raider. This right here, look, is the definitive edition, okay? Awesome, man. Awesome quality gameplay. Really cool, guys. It's worth trying it out. It's worth giving it a try, okay? I lit the torch again here. Great job, everyone. I approve. Let's check the settings. In Grand Theft Auto 4 incompatibility, I keep it similar to this. Proto 9.0 by 642 using the system drive. Translator parameters left on normal. ADX VK set to 1.7.2 VK 3D version 2.12 Fox 64 here 0.37 on the central processing unit translator. That's basically it. Let's jump right into the gameplay. We're starting Grand Theft Auto 4, which I'm running from an external hard drive since I lack enough phone storage for both Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 4. This phone only has 128 gigabytes of memory, so there's no way to fill it up with PC games. If you have an SSD, an external hard drive, or a flash drive, I've already shown you how to put games on them, how to run your games from an external hard drive, flash drive, or SSD. You can do it through Editor and through Gamefusion, okay? It's simple. If you have the best option, go for it. We've started our beloved Grand Theft Auto 5, see? Remember that the graphics are all set to the minimum here, okay guys? As you can see, I'm already going to the start menu, alright? So we can't connect our Game C because Game C is through USB cable, right? Type C. But you can also connect the controller via Bluetooth. If you want to play with a controller via Bluetooth, you have that possibility, you have that option, okay? I think I could have started right inside the house, man, because I played here off camera and I did the car entrance, right? I did the car route and even got to Nico's house and I saved, man. But then I didn't continue, right? I started a new game here instead. I'll play here while glancing at my phone screen. Check it out. 11 frames per second, okay? 11 frames per second feels like 2 frames per second, feels like 2 frames per second. So it's open, right guys? If it's playable, that's another story, right? And Grand Theft Auto 4 has a lot of physics, man. In the vehicle gameplay itself, that's crazy. But look, 14 frames per second. Apparently it runs better than Grand Theft Auto 5, right? Grand Theft Auto 5 is a lot heavier. Whoa, I just had to say it. I just had to compliment it, guys. Hold on. 12 frames per second. Let's try to reach our destination. I'm already driving on the wrong side here. Let's look at the turn this car makes, man. Look at this turn, guys. I went straight past it, huh? Turn it off, auto. Turn it off. It's under control here, guys. It's going to stabilize, okay? It's going to stabilize. Everything is under control. For those of you who have a phone like this, the A35, guys, I recommend lighter games. For example, Deadpool. Games from the PlayStation 3 era, DirectX 9. I recommend you try these kinds of games, man. Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5 are a bit more advanced, so they're a lot heavier. Okay, guys? And look, we can already move around here. 12 frames per second. Check it out. Let's see where the exit is. Is the exit through this door? Man, 12 frames per second. But it doesn't look like it's 12 frames per second. It feels like it's less. I jumped, man. I jumped over the stairs. Here we go. I want to see how it looks outside, guys. Man, 7 frames per second. 7 wonderful frames per second, man. 10 frames per second. Let's quickly go out on the street, man. 6 frames per second. Look at this. 4, 5, 6. Man, unplayable, right? Grand Theft Auto 4 is still far from our reality here at a 35. But man, I consider it a big step forward. The fact that we can open games, man. To start games, to have graphics in games. Yeah, a phone here with 6 gigs of RAM. As you can see, it's a bit weaker, right? A slightly weaker device here. From weak to mid-range. The A35. Let's see if we can get into a car here. See if the frames per second goes up inside the car, man. But you can see that this is definitely progress for sure, man. If you have a better phone, you'll get good performance in Grand Theft Auto 5, in Grand Theft Auto 4, okay? So basically that's it, guys. At least on the A35 it's a bit unplayable. These heavier games, but you can try some older PC games, right? Some lighter games. But these heavy ones are really quite difficult, alright? And that's basically it. I hope you guys liked it. This was our test here. Gamefusion video update. I'll leave it for you in the pinned comment for anyone who's interested, along with an option for you to get some games there, alright? So that's basically it, guys. Leave your like if you enjoyed it. I want to record more tests here on Gamefusion, this time on my main phone, right? The Red Magic. There are already some games here. I also want to see how the performance is when we test new games on this beloved PC emulator from GameC. Alright, guys, leave your comment here. If you want other tests on a 35, I can try, but please don't ask for any heavy games, okay? Ask for some light games for me to try testing on this phone with a Mali GPU, okay? If you want a more precise test as well on the Red Magic with better quality and better performance, leave it here in the comments and I'll try to bring it to you. Deal, guys? So basically that's it. I'll stop here. God bless you all. See you next time and I'm out.